Imagine a universe so vast and complex that even the most powerful computers cannot fully understand it. Now imagine that this universe is not out there among the stars, but inside your head. This is the story of the human brain, the most mysterious and powerful structure in the known universe. Weighing just about 3 pounds, this soft, jelly-like organ controls everything, from your heartbeat and breathing to your dreams, emotions, and imagination. It is the seat of your consciousness, the source of your personality, and the reason you can fall in love, write a poem, or even wonder about your own existence. But what really happens inside this tangled web of billions of cells? How does a lump of gray matter create thoughts, memories, and emotions? Let's dive deep into the hidden world inside Our story begins billions of years ago when the first living cells appeared in the oceans. These simple organisms could sense light and movement, but they didn't have brains. As life evolved, animals needed to react faster, find food, and escape danger, and so a simple cluster of nerve cells developed. This cluster grew over millions of years into something far more advanced, the brain. From tiny worms with a few hundred neurons to humans with over 86 billion, evolution sculpted a masterpiece of biological engineering. The human brain is the result of this long journey, shaped by survival, memory, and imagination. It's not just an organ. It's the story of evolution written in flesh. Inside your skull is a landscape more complex than any city on Earth. If you could shrink yourself and wander through it, you'd see a glowing forest of neurons, nerve cells that send and receive electrical signals. Each neuron connects to thousands of others, forming a web of about 100 trillion connections known as synapses. These are the highways of thought, the very pathways where your mind lives. When you see, hear, or think, electrical impulses travel through these networks at lightning speed. Every memory, every smile, every word you say is a pattern of energy moving through this vast living circuit. But the brain isn't just electricity. It's chemistry too. Tiny molecules called neurotransmitters carry messages from one neuron to another. They are the reason you can feel happiness, sadness, or fear. A small change in these chemicals can shift your entire mood or even your sense of reality. Your brain is constantly reshaping itself. Every experience you have rewires the connections between your neurons. This is called neuroplasticity, the ability of the brain to grow, adapt, and change even after injury or trauma. So, in a way, your experiences literally build your mind. The human brain has 3 major parts, each with its own role, almost like layers of an onion. 1. The reptilian brain brainstem. This is the oldest part of your brain. It controls survival, your heart rate, breathing, and reflexes. You don't have to think to keep your heart beating. This part takes care of it automatically. 2. The limbic system, sometimes called the emotional brain. This layer handles feelings, memories, and instincts. It's why music can make you cry or why the smell of your childhood home brings back vivid memories. 3. The neocortex. This is what makes humans unique. It's responsible for reasoning, language, creativity, and self-awareness. It allows us to imagine the future, build civilizations, and ask the question, who am I? Together, these layers create a balance between instinct, emotion, and logic, the 3 forces that define human nature. Memory is not like a video recording. It's more like a painting. Each time you remember, your brain repaints the scene, adding and removing details. The hippocampus, a seahorse-shaped structure deep in your brain, acts like a librarian, organizing your memories. When you learn something new, the hippocampus helps transfer that information to long-term storage. But memories aren't fixed. They can change with time, influenced by emotion or imagination. That's why people can remember the same event differently, because their brains reconstructed it in unique ways. Every memory you have is a living, changing part of who you are. Without memory, you would have no sense of self. You'd wake up every day as a stranger in your own life. Every night, when you fall asleep, your brain doesn't rest, it creates worlds. In dreams, the laws of physics break, time bends, and you can fly through memories or meet people who are long gone. Scientists believe dreams help the brain process emotions and organize memories. During the REM stage of sleep, your brain is as active as when you're awake. It's storytelling, your own personal movie, directed by your subconscious mind. Some say dreams are just random signals, others think they're windows to our deepest desires and fears. Whatever they are, they remind us that even when we sleep, the brain never stops working. Emotions are not just feelings, they're chemical storms. When you feel love, your brain releases oxytocin and dopamine, making you feel warmth and connection. When you're afraid, adrenaline and cortisol surge through your body, preparing you to fight or run. Your amygdala, a small almond-shaped part of the limbic system, is the command center for fear and aggression. It can trigger a reaction before your conscious mind even understands what's happening. That's why you can jump at a loud noise before realizing what it was. But emotions aren't your enemies, they're your guides. They help you make decisions, form relationships, and survive in a complex world. The brain is not just a thinking machine, it's a feeling. Perhaps the most fascinating question about the brain is this: how does consciousness arise? How does gray matter create the experience of being alive, the you behind your eyes? Neuroscientists have discovered how the brain processes information, but the secret of consciousness remains unsolved. Some believe it's a result of the brain's complexity. When billions of neurons interact, self-awareness emerges. Others think consciousness might be something fundamental, woven into the fabric of the universe itself. Whatever the truth, your consciousness is the most intimate mystery of all. It allows you to think about thinking, to imagine, to hope, to dream. It is the light that makes everything else visible. The human brain has brought us from caves to cities, from stone tools to artificial intelligence. And now we are trying to understand and enhance it like never before. Scientists are building brain-computer interfaces that can help paralyzed people move robotic limbs with their thoughts. AI is being trained to mimic human thought patterns, and researchers are even exploring ways to upload memories into computers. But with great power comes great responsibility. We must ask, if we can change the brain, what happens to the self? Where does humanity end and technology begin? The next frontier of discovery isn't outer space, it's inner space, the vast cosmos of the mind. For all its power, the brain is delicate. A small injury, a lack of sleep, or poor nutrition can affect how it works. To protect this miracle, we must care for it. Eat well. Your brain consumes about 20% of your body's energy. Sleep, it's when your brain cleans itself and restores energy. Keep learning. Every new skill strengthens your neural connections. Manage stress. Chronic stress damages brain cells over time. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use and nurture it, the stronger it becomes.